Here we're going to look at probably the most important tool on Moodle, which is how to set homework and how to collect homework in. So to do that, we've got a very aptly named box on the left hand side called homework, and here this is everything you need to know about homework, and you've got all the functions and features there in order to set and collect homework. Um, just by looking at it straight away, you can instantly see that my outstanding homework for my groups, I've only got one at the moment, which is my Year 12 BTEC group, and you can see that they've got their Unit 3 final submission due on Monday the 6th of June. That's just an instant snapshot as to what homework you've got outstanding from all your classes. If I had more homework outstanding, they would appear underneath or above that one. But we're going to look at setting homework now. So this is easy enough done by just clicking the set homework red button just here. If you click that, then you've got this courses button, and you can click on subjects, and that will come up on all the subjects that you're enrolled onto. Because I'm admin, I've got access to every subject, but you, if you teach maths, you'll just have your maths classes on there. So I'm going to show you an example for my Year 10 Cambridge Nationals group. So I click Year 10 Cambridge Nationals, and then I click Next. This comes up with this new screen here. So the activity that I want to set is a new homework assignment. We always keep that as it is, and it doesn't even let you change it, so that's fine. But just ensure that it says new homework assignment. Then on the name, we need to make sure that we're naming this very appropriately, and we're naming this consistently with each other within the school. So in your teacher's guide to Moodle book, you've got how we should be laying out and setting out the homework title. This ensures that all our pupils know what the homework is, who's it for, and when it's due. So we start with the year group. So it's Year 10, and it's going to be Cambridge Nationals. So I'm going to do Year 10 Cambridge Nationals, and this is for me. So I'm going to type in my name here. We then need a title of the homework. So I'm just going to make this up, and I'm just going to call it Enterprise Profile. So this just gives the student instant recognition of what the course is, who's it for, what the title of the homework is, and when it's due. So I'm just going to put 8th of June. And in the description here, you write down what you want the students to do. So just as you would write on the board what they need to do, or on a handout piece of paper, all you need to do is write in this description here what you want the pupils to do, and that will appear on Moodle, and it'll enable them to see what they need to do. The more detail you go into here, the better, but if you explain it in class, that will be fine as well. So as you can see here, we've got the description of the homework, which is telling the pupils what they need to do. If we scroll down here, you can choose to add any files. So if you've got any worksheets, or if you've got a PowerPoint that you want them to look at, you can click in there and add any files that you want if that goes alongside the homework. You just do that by dragging and dropping, the same way as you would do with adding a resource. For this homework, we don't need any files, so I'm going to leave that blank. We then look at the subject. It's business studies, and this is the important one here, which is restrict to groups. So if you're setting it for the whole year group, then that's fine. However, sometimes you get different groups that are on different topics at different times, and you only want your group to see this homework. So if you click on this button here, it then comes up with all the groups that do that course and that are enrolled onto that course, and all you need to do is just click the group that you teach, or click the groups that you want the homework to be made available for, and that will just enable them pupils enrolled on that course to see that homework and nobody else, which will make your life a lot easier when it comes to marking, and you won't have other pupils from other classes asking their teacher what is this homework about when they've not been told about it. So that's a really useful tool, and that's one that we need to use within school. The next button down here enables you to say how you want it submitted. So you can choose to have it an online text, which will come up with a text box on Moodle in which the pupil can write down their response. They can do it on a Word document and upload it, or you can give an option to do both. So these bottom three here is if we want them to submit it online. If we want it in hand, however, we just need to click in class, and that will not enable the pupil to upload any work onto Moodle. That'll tell them that we want it collecting in by hand. You can choose a grading scale, but this is not necessary, and we'll come on to that in the more intermediate and advanced sessions of Moodle training. If we scroll down here then, you can choose how long you want it, how long they should be spending on this homework. This could be appropriate if you've set them an exam question. You can set it for how long it should take, but we won't be using this feature that much on Moodle at the moment. This is important then, so we can make it available from and due on. So if we want the homework available from today, which is the 1st of June, we just keep that there as the 1st of June, and if we want it in this time next week, we'll click straight away, click next week, and that will come up with this time next week, so that shows that that's due next Wednesday. However, if we're staging our homework and we're wanting it to start in a month's time, say we're planning in advance, we can do that as well. So we can change that to start in a month's time, and then all we need to do is click save, and it shows that the homework assignment has been saved successfully, and we can either choose to set another homework, or we can go back to the main screen. That takes you to this screen now. So as you can see that we've got the homework due here. So this is grayed out because it says it's not available unless you belong to 10CBU1, which is good because that's the settings that we wanted. If we wanted it available to the whole year group or whole cohort that do the subject, then this would be in the same colour as the news forum above in blue. So we can keep that grayed out. Then all we need to do is click and drag the homework down onto the homework button just to keep it neat, and once we keep it in there, then that's underneath the homework tab, and then we click turn editing off, and that's that homework set and ready for the pupils. So now when we look down the left hand side, you can see that I've got another homework set here, which is for a week's time, and that's my Year 10 Cambridge Nationals Enterprise due on the 8th of June. So that appears with the other homework there. If we've got a long list of homework, we can just click the View All Homework button, and that comes up with all the homework that we have set. So I'll just use this one for example that we've just done here. So available from today, what course it is, the subject, the activity title, any restrictions that we've got on that homework, so that's just restricted to my one group, and how many submissions are we expecting. So there's 29 pupils in that group, and we've not had any online submissions yet. So once the online submissions start adding up, that number will keep going and going, and then we'll be able to instantly see who has and who hasn't submitted the homework then.